Hey everybody, it is time for another nostalgia episode once again. In a previous taping, I did try the server experiment again, this time starting it from a virtual machine, but unfortunately I had no success in doing the experiment, so instead that plan has been scrapped. So, in this episode, we are going to be taking a look at a Lenovo OEM copy. Well, not an exact OEM copy of this computer specifically, but a Lenovo OEM of Windows 8.1 Pro. So we have the ThinkPad here on Windows 10, which will soon be overwritten. That's a little slow for what it is, considering it is a 2012, 2013 machine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, restart. And then maybe at some point we can try and upgrade this thing again to Windows 10, but I do not know if that's going to be possible because I found out lately that Microsoft finally stopped the free upgrade from Windows 7 and 8 to Windows 10, which back in 2016 they did a free upgrade offer for Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 users to Microsoft's Windows 10. The free upgrade offer ended in July of 2016. However, using the media creation tool that you could download on Microsoft's website, you could still upgrade for free to Windows 10 from Windows 7 and 8, as I demonstrated with the Dell Vostro earlier in the series. As of now, the Vostro is doing very well on Windows 10. I did upgrade the Vostro from 7 to 10, I think about a week or two before Microsoft finally closed the gap for the free upgrade. So, if a Windows 7 user were to try and upgrade their computer to Windows 10, you couldn't use the Windows 7 or 8 keys to activate Windows 10 or 11. I'm not sure if this is applying to the latest version of Windows 10 or this month's cumulative update. By F12 right here. Start device. And the USB, which has the copy of Windows 8.1. It can boot in UEFI, but you are trying to boot it in... If this computer supports UEFI, which I think it does. So let's see if it can do UEFI BIOS. Oh, does it have a password on it? So, I'm up here in my office, recreating the USB for the installation of Windows 8 that we are going to try. Now, when I created this originally, I was not reading the options carefully, and I created the drive with the default options. So this is what it was talking about earlier. It has to be partitioned so it'll work for that specific machine, because that Lenovo did not come with Windows 8. It came with Windows 7, but Windows 8 was an upgrade option because there was a CD that came with it that you could upgrade to Windows 8 if you'd like. So I'm reburning Windows 8 to the flash drive, and then once it's done, we'll head back to the Lenovo and we will try this again. Alright, so the Windows 8 disk is almost done. It's almost ready to go. Now, before we get back to Windows 8, however, I want to show you something a little bit with my Xbox One S that I've actually owned since... How long has it been? I think it's been since 2016 that I got it. And I mean, after all these years, it's still alive and well. So I used to use this, before I started watching, all the primetime TV at night and stuff and such. How my mom would cook up wiener dogs, or I would cook up a homemade pizza, and then both of us would come in here. We would play Wheel of Fortune. Yes, it is on this Xbox, and Wheel of Fortune has been around on the Xbox. It's been since 2017, I think, that came out, and hasn't received an update since then. Maybe a few updates, but not much. So I decided, why not I just preserve the use of the Xbox for something else. Since the dashboard has not been updated in so long, they wanted me to update to the new dashboard, which of course installed the new Edge browser. And I was curious to see if I could do the Comcast Cap and the Puffer service on the Xbox, and apparently, yes, I can get both to work. Yeah, that's something I wanted to show with the Xbox. So now, let's head back to Windows 8. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm going to boot off the USB. This is Legacy BIOS, so now it will work. So that's good. However, earlier when we were trying to get into the BIOS, I did try again. Unfortunately, the ThinkPad did not throw up an error code at all, which unfortunately would not let me remove the password from the BIOS. As you can see, it's just the typical Windows 8. So there's all the usual settings and install now. So there's the software for Windows 8.1 Pro. We're going to do a custom because we're not upgrading Windows 10. So there are all the partitions. So this is Windows 10. And that's gone forever. And then we'll delete this one here. And we'll delete system reserved. Alright, and now we have the drive completely clean. And now we're ready to reinstall Windows 8. But this time a Lenovo OEM. So, as far as I know, from what I've seen when I downloaded the CD, it's supposed to come with a custom background, but I'm not sure if it's going to come with any of the Lenovo apps or if I have to supply the drivers manually. But we'll see what happens here. So now that Windows 8 is installed, we go through the setup as any normal Windows 8 user would. I'll just give this the name Nostalgia Think, and I'll leave. Actually, no, I like it at this blue color. It's kind of like Windows 10, really. This looks like the other gradients of blue that Windows 10 has by default. And yes, it does come with the Wi-Fi driver right away. So sure, we'll hook up here. I actually like the way that this computer integrates the Wi-Fi driver. So if you install like a consumer edition of Windows, like Windows 7, it'll integrate the Wi-Fi driver automatically, which is really good. We're just going to use the Express settings, and then we just let it set up. let's start. And then we will see the desktop. So, as I mentioned here, we have a custom Lenovo wallpaper. So I'm not sure what to call this, but I think this is like I think it's like a splat. It's like a splat variant of the wallpaper. And I apparently cannot drag. Oh, I can. There you go. I was in the wrong area. So this is like a splat background, I guess it is. And of course, down here it's the Lenovo logo. And then the build string right here, Windows 8.1 Pro, build 9600. And if we look at the start screen, well, nothing too exciting. It just comes with, I see a few apps have been included, including Acrobat Reader. I see Skype is on here. I see Windows Live is on this copy too, so I can see a lot of the Windows Live stuff. There's Windows Live Mail, Live Messenger, and of course one of my personal favorites, Windows Live Movie Maker. Because, you know, I would always play around with the effects on this. So this is Windows Essentials 2012, which is an update. This is the Windows Essentials that was offered specifically for Windows 8. Essentials 2011 was for Windows 7. This is Essentials 2012, which was designed for Windows 8. You might need to install a video driver. Well, that's right, because it doesn't come with any of the drivers. So we need to install some drivers. So speaking of which, let's go find the drivers for this computer. Well, let's see where it stores the photos so we can mess around with it. So it usually stores default backgrounds in C, Windows, Web, Wallpaper, Lenovo, and yep, these are all the Lenovo wallpapers. So we're going to do all of them. Why not? Let's just pull them all up. And then there's some text it decides to put in. So I can just, so this is like a little timeline here. So I can delete unnecessary sections. And then usually what I like to do is visual effects. I don't know, I usually do animations. I can get really, really weird with the effects here. So these are some themes here. Sure, let's see what kind of music they provide. Absolutely nothing. So what's this? Is this like an early implementation of AI? Because it literally just generated a whole bunch of text and effects, like, automatically. And it renamed it 2011, 2013. Probably based on, I don't know what, but these are pretty nice wallpapers, I must say, for what they are. I'm not sure if this was the exact implementation that came with this, with that disk that would have came with this computer, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, these are the visual effects. Usually I like to scroll all the way down to find motion and fade effects. I can do all these weird color effects. Then I could have it spin around. Then I could just have the thing go in a wavy pattern. And sometimes I like to throw multiple effects in at once. So, yeah, now I just made the whole thing black and white. We could pixelate the whole thing. We could pixelate the whole thing. Here's that wavy effect. Should we be looking for drivers? We should. Lenovo Tech World 2023. Learn more. Uh-oh, you're on Route 404. The page does not exist. Yes, in my Minecraft world, if you've been watching my Minecraft show on Playfield TV, yes, I have made a Route 404. It doesn't actually, the route doesn't even go anywhere here, but in my instance, it goes somewhere. Well, technically, yeah, but it just goes out into the middle of nowhere. If I even shorten the duration of this, I could shorten the duration down to like 1 second, and then it goes really, really fast. So it not only zooms in and spins around, but I could also make it pixelate. Look at that. Classic Skype. I remember how I used to use Skype to communicate, but, well, not anymore. We use Apple's FaceTime. There's so many things I can do with this. Let's look for more backgrounds. We could even try it with some of the default Windows backgrounds, too. It's too bad it doesn't come with any sample videos, and Lenovo doesn't even provide any, which is such a shame. Oh yeah, here's the default background for Windows 8.1. That's the default wallpaper in Windows 8.1. So we can just drag that in here. We could put that in the timeline. We could shorten its duration to 1 second. So we can have the Lenovo thing spin around and then the 8.1 background pixelates. I believe these were backgrounds. These were backgrounds in Windows 8. These are the custom Lenovo ones. I wonder if it generated a recovery partition. Really like to go after the narrator a lot on Windows.
2011 to 2013, Movie Maker window.
And it's David Desktop.
img0.jpg, 1 of 2. Wallpaper window, selected, flowers, 1 of 4. Program Manager, pane, recycle bin, selected.
This is the Acrobat that comes with it.
Flowers.
2015. So I guess this was a 2015 update.
Location, Acro RD32, /program files, x86, /Adobe /Acrobat Reader DC /Reader.
There's the old implementation of Mail. Even has a sound recorder too.
Here's Start. Move your mouse pointer all the way into the corner and click, or press the Windows logo key. Tip. Keep moving your mouse pointer into the corner until it disappears. Arrow pointing to lower left corner. Search, settings, and other charms. Move your mouse pointer all the way into the corner. Move down the edge, and then click, or press the Windows logo key and C. Tip.
I wonder what Maps was like on Windows 8. I don't even know if it still works, since 8 has been out of support for several months now, almost a year now. My goodness, they even still update this thing.
Tooltip. Switch between apps.
Fine, go ahead.
Mouse pointer all the way into the corner, and then click, or press the Windows logo key and tab.
Can't do Street View, unfortunately. You can just look up random places and get directions.
S. Backspace.
Yeah, I guess you have to enable the arrow keys manually in Narrator. There was a problem. Of course there's a problem. They shut down the servers.
Grab maps. Drag complete.
Distribution license agreement.
Pane. Disabled.
Well, other than Narrator, the magnifier I think is another one of the best ones. They haven't even changed that since Windows 7. And I can even zoom it in all the way. And now everything's really, really large. And if I could look closely, the taskbar is transparent. The windows aren't even transparent at all. And narrator isn't even saying a word.
Window. Recent button. Start menu. Pane. Disabled.
Oh look, now we have a
Menu.
really big
Pane.
photos icon.
Disabled. Magnifier window. Zoom out button. Tooltip. Zoom out. 2011 to 2013, Movie Maker window, selected, img0.jpg, 1 of 2. Tooltip, U.
That's what the narrator sounded like in Windows 8. But of course they kept the David voice through Windows 10, even tweaked it several times, and then Windows 11 came along, and now it sounds just about the same. So yeah, look at this. I got the splat background spinning around, and then the Windows 8 background pixelating. Oh, that's how much fun Movie Maker really was. And really is. Then I can switch between the sound recorder, which is still trying to load. Sure. Use my microphone, for goodness sakes. Here's Windows 8's edition of Movies and TV. Well, Movies and TV isn't called Movies and TV anymore. It's now called Xbox Video. My goodness, I'm surprised Xbox Video is even still receiving updates and such even after all these years. So, yeah, so that is a look at this installation of Windows 8.1 from Lenovo. There is actually another installation of Windows 8 that I would like to check out, but actually it's for a different computer and it's going to be in another language as far as I have observed. But we'll take a look at that in the next episode. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.